you people. Thanks for coming back to see just what I do. I hope you're having a great day. It's really super warm here in Colorado, finally. I'm happy for that. I hope you're having a great day, as I said before, and I greatly appreciate you clicking on this video. I'm going to try really hard not to ramble too much at the beginning, because I noticed in editing I do that a lot, and I'm surprised someone hasn't pointed it out. But, as always, I greatly appreciate you clicking on this video. I hope you'll subscribe, whack my like thingy. You hear that from every channel, but spit it out there anyways. So, get right to the point. Today, we're going to be cooking again. It is a Tex Mex chicken stew. Now, if you don't want to do chicken, you can swap that out for beef or pork, or swap it out for whatever you want. I'm sure you can even do hamburger if you wanted to. But today, I'm doing chicken. Very few ingredients, stupidly simple. This is 3 very large chicken chests that I chunky chopped. No specific sizes, I just chunky chopped them. If you want them smaller, do it to your liking. And this is 1/2 of an onion that I small diced. You're also going to be needing about 5 potatoes, 1 can of Southwest Kern. It's got poblano peppers and bell peppers in it. And then you're going to need 1 petite diced green chilies. Now, if you can't find the petite diced green chili tomato crap, you can use Rotel, or you could just use salsa. Chunky salsa will work perfect in this. I'm just swapping it out for something different. But if you want, you just throw a bunch of salsa in here and ixnay those too if you wanted to. You're also going to need a large thing of chicken broth, 1 can of seasoned black beans, and 1 can of kidney beans. Now we are going to get our pot heated up. I'm going to put some Earl in our pot. And all we're going to do, when that pot gets hot, we're going to be putting our 3 very large chunked up chicken chests and the onions in the pot. Now, we are not cooking the chicken all the way through. We're just trying to get some color on it, because it's going to cook all the way through when we put in the chicken broth and the potatoes. Now, the beans we're going to be throwing in last, because we don't want mushy beans. When the potatoes are just about done, we're going to be putting in our beans. But for now, we just need to color our chicken and translucent our onions. That's all we're doing so far. So we're going to give that pot a minute. Now that Earl is nice and hot in our pot, did not mean for that to rhyme, we're going to dump in our chicken and onion. Again, we're not cooking it all the way through, we're just trying to get some color on our chicken. Then we're going to let that go for a few minutes. When we come back, we'll season it, and we'll throw in our potatoes. So I'm going to chop up potatoes real quick. When I come back, we'll add in some other ingredients and season it. Okay, now that our chicken has started to get a little color to it, and our onions have become translucent, now we need to season it. I'm just going to throw a little bit of O. I know we've got some O in there, but we're going to throw some extra O in. Now we're going to over-season it a bit, because we got all kinds of other stuff going into it. So you always want to check your seasoning as you go along. So there's some O. We're going to throw some G in. A bunch of P. And some SNS. Now you could add some chili powder or even some cumin. Season it to your liking. It's your dish when you do it at home. I'm just throwing out the recipe. You make it the way you want it. So now we got the seasonings going. They're kind of blooming in the oil at the bottom with the chicken. Now it's time to add our chicken broth. Now I'm going to add most of this broth. I'm going to save a little bit in case it needs more at the end, because we are going to keep the juice from the kern and the juice from the beans. Oh, so excuse me, I gotta sneeze. So I'm gonna save just maybe a cup's worth or so. So we're gonna give that a stir. Probably could have cut that chicken a little smaller, but oh well. We're gonna dump in our curd. Now that was curd and 2 types of peppers. That was poblano peppers and bell peppers in there. Oh, and it also has onions in it. Doesn't say on the front, but when you read the back, it says onions in it. I was wondering what little white things were in the picture. Oh. And with that, deal with it later. And then we're also going to be throwing in our petite diced tomatoes and chilies. Get that all in there. Give that a good stir. Now, don't want to taste it yet because remember our chicken isn't quite done yet. We're going to throw in our potatoes. Now this was 5 just regular Yukon Gold, regular russet potatoes. Yeah, you can use Yukon Gold, you can use reds, you can use the small ones, you can use the big ones. I'm just using 5. I peeled and I chunka chopped them. About as much as I did the chicken. I'm just going to dump that in. We're going to bring this back up to a boil. We're going to give that a good stir, make sure everything's stirred in there really nicely. We're going to put our lid back on, bring it up to a boil, we'll give it another stir, and then we'll turn it down a little bit and let this sit for a while. Not a long while, but just let the flavors meld and whatnot. When the potatoes are just about done, we'll add in our beans, give it a stir, let it sit for a few more minutes just so all the flavors have time to mingle and be tasty together. And then we'll plate it up and it's done. There's dinner. So we'll see you back here in a few minutes when we go to add the beans. Okay, this Tex Mex chunky chicken stew has been simmering for about 20 minutes or so. The potatoes are just about done. They're still a hair crunchy on the inside, and that's perfect. That's exactly where we want it right now. Because now it's time to dump in our kidney beans. Now, most people would drain those and rinse them and all the happy-ass show of emotion. Just dump it in. That's all, just dump it in. And I got the seasoned one of these, so it'd be stupid to rinse these. Just dump that one in. Those out of the way. Give this a good stir. As you can see, this is a very chunky Tex-Mex chicken stew. Now, yeah, I could have went and bought poblanos, roasted them, or even just chunka chopped them and thrown them in here. But I thought, screw it. Found the can of curd, I wanted to put curd in here anyways. And the can of curd just happened to have poblanos in it. And I thought, even better, one less step. Because when you're busy and you're trying to cook, you want to kiss it. That stands for keep it simple, stupid. And that's what I was trying to do. So, we're going to bring this back up to a simmer, and we're going to let it set for another 20 minutes. Let the potatoes finish, cooking all the way through, because the chicken's done by now. And just let those flavors meld and those peppers seep out into your juices and make it taste really good. Now, always taste every time you add something else. Adjust your seasonings to whatever you want. If you want more salt or pepper or garlic or whatever you need to add to it, now would be the time to do it. So we're going to bring this back up. We're going to put the lid back on. Bring this back up to a simmer, and then we're going to shut it off and just let it sit for about 20 minutes. And when we come back, we'll bowl it up. I have some sour cream, cheese, crackers, tortillas, all kinds of fun crap to go with it, and extra chicken broth just in case we need it. Not much, just maybe a half a cup's worth. But anyways, just in case we need it, I don't think we will. But, so, when I come back, we'll start plating this up, and we'll enjoy some Tex-Mex chunky chicken stew. See you in 20. Well, dinner is ready. It's been sitting here on a low simmer for the past 20 minutes or so, long enough for me to make a salad and feed everybody else, feed all the animals. But now let's divvy it up. And it smells pretty darn good. Now, I tried really hard not to make too much, because it is only the two of us now. There we go. Looks pretty darn good to me. The potatoes are nice and tender. Everything's all cooked through. We're going to gild the lily with Bear's favorite, some cheese, and a squirt of sour cream. Now, I forgot to get the green onions because I was going to sprinkle some green onions over the top, but oh well, it is what it is. And then we're going to slap a little tiny tortilla with it and some chips, and there's dinner. Tex Mex chunky chicken stew. Now again, if you don't want to do chicken, you can use beef. Just, brown the beef the same way we did the chicken. Do all the steps, but swap out the meat if you want to. Now, if you wanted to do a meatless one, add more beans or another veggie or something. You don't have to put the meat in it. You can even try it with hamburger. I think it would be pretty good with that too. Or even pork. Make a pork Tex-Mex stew. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed making Tex-Mex chunky stew with me. I hope you'll give it a try. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I tried really hard not to ramble too much. I got that habit in my videos of just rambling just a bit too much. I don't think I have enough viewers for that to totally be a problem, but I'm trying not to ramble quite as much, which I'm doing right now. So, we're going to go sit down to eat dinner. I hope you have a great day, and I greatly appreciate you watching this video. I hope you'll check out my other videos. There's mountain videos, there's Monday Fun Day with the pups. I go live on Thursdays every once in a while, and maybe some other days I might be doing it more. But I'm just trying to gain some awareness to my channel, so that way I can get monetized this year. I'm trying really hard to get monetized this year. So, as always, I hope you have a great day, and I greatly appreciate you watching. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments. Don't forget to whack my like thingy, and I'll see you next time on Just What I Do. Who knows what we might be getting into next Tuesday. Building, gardening, restore DIY projects in the house, who knows. But anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. It's time to eat. So, again, I greatly appreciate you watching this video, especially if you made it this far. Tell me what you think. Does it look pretty good? I think it looks pretty good. What do you think, Mama? Did it come out pretty good?